Hey guys, Tinker Tailor here today, bringing you another build in the Pokemon build series. Now, in the last video, I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna record the next video in like 10 minutes, it'll be fine, it'll be funny, ha ha ha. And that was 2 hours ago. Yeah, I use Blender as an editing program and slowly but surely starting. And I'm not too sure why. Probably because I make it do things and it's trying a little on the inside, but me too. But eventually it worked. It stopped rendering the video at 81%. I don't know why 81%. I realized I'd also made a mistake. When I voice videos, the file is just a blank screen and then the audio, obviously. So it shows up as the visual and the audio, and I just want the audio, so I delete the visual. I don't want a black screen just hanging out on in the video instead of seeing the actual build, because I have done that before. Which is also why I changed the way, just in case I do make that mistake again. But yeah, I had to go through and change it to the voiceover thing, and it still wouldn't work for me, and I was about to completely give up, and then I saw it started working again. So I'm just gonna be patient. I'm just gonna let it do its thing, and we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping to be able to at least record another video because I'm going out for dinner tonight for All You Can Eat Japanese. I'm very excited for that. Very keen. Love a lot of different. I don't think there's one particular Asian food that I don't like as in like one specific country. There are maybe specific types of food or ingredients I don't like. Like, for example, I don't like sesame seed. That's just I don't like sesame oil or anything like that. But when that isn't used in the cooking, I'll eat it all. Like it. Yeah, so I'm very excited. I am very keen for. I haven't had Japanese food. Uh, really hope it's good. I have been told by someone who's been there already it is good. And that is why because I got that right. But fingers crossed. Anyway, we are now working on Metapod, and I don't know, it's this build I had a lot of fun with. For the first, I don't know how long, but for the first little bit, I'm just pulling out all of these random little items that I might use. I don't necessarily use them all. But the idea from this was Metapod is kind of like, well, it's basically a cocoon. And I realized for the last, or what about them? Whoops. Well, anyway, Metapod is, yeah, a little cocoon, and when I saw it, I was like, you know what? That just reminds me of like some sort of like army base hidden away. Not necessarily a base, but like an army spot, the best word. An army place. Where very hidden away, very secret, very disguised. And that's kind of how we end up here. I really love building in this world. In Selva Dorada, it's just a beautiful world. It has beautiful landscaping items, so the landscaping for this one I'm pretty happy with. It just makes me really happy to be building in this world. I don't know what it is. Well, I do know what it is. I just explained what it is. Absolutely phenomenal. I love this pack for building. Gameplay, no idea. Could not tell you if it's good or bad for me because I don't really do gameplay. I do plan on doing it one day. Just not today because it's a big commitment. To do gameplay and like what are they called? Legacy challenges or rags to riches or anything like that. I just a lot. Let me tell you that. Absolutely. But one day. I'm not gonna promise it for sure, but I want to. So hopefully we can. But yeah, that's sort of the vibes for the build. You can see I kind of built these like out of little rooms and roof pieces. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like it at all. It really took the build a notch. So I end up actually just using, I think they're debug tents. I don't even think they're actually, well, I think they're props from the Get Famous pack. I was gonna say my first movie, but that's um I don't know, it's I did do a tent before out of a shell done, and I wanted to do something a little bit nicer. So I use for this I do something a bit different, nicer. For that campground one, it was really really good. Like it worked. Honestly, I don't know if it's functional, but it looked how I wanted it to, and I spent a lot of time just trying to get all of these items to sit in certain spots to make it look like a proper tent. For this, I didn't like it. It didn't fit. It wasn't what I was vibing with. Yeah, you can tents I've said, and you can fit so many more tents in now. That originally I think that was three, and now that's five, and easily I could probably add in the space where the three were. So yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys enjoy this build. Um, I don't know what you would actually use it for in gameplay. That's the thing. Like half the builds I do, I'm like, oh, this would be really fun to like play in the game. Maybe not for myself, but for others, it might need a lot that looks like this or that or the other. But I wanted to build didn't necessarily have a function. Um, and I feel like that is the case for half my builds. Half of it is like just because I can, and not because anybody asked for it or needs to or could even use it. And it really just helps me get outside my little comfort zone. I mean, I see the builds that other people do who've been building for years and years and years, and you can see the creativity that they have. Like, they've built everything normal under the sun, so they're trying to get outside their little comfort zone and build the things that are weird and funky and different. Like, I think Deli did an origami inspired house, and that was really cool, like, absolutely gorgeous, and would probably be one of those houses that are on, like, Architecture Digest or something like that. Just, it's an award-winning house. It's definitely something really cool. And I just want to do more stuff like that. That's not necessarily, I mean, I'm pretty sure that house is useful and functional. The aesthetics were the inspiration. And that's kind of what I'm more into. I want to create things that people look at and go, wow, that looks good, amazing, phenomenal, weird, interesting. Like I want those sorts of questions to be said. Not questions, sorry, those comments, those descriptors. Mm, So yeah, I'm definitely trying to create fun, unique, different. Not all the time do I achieve that, and sometimes I do go with, I don't want to say basic, boring things, but more normal things. I've done a pool and a garden, like a greenhouse gardeny type area. Like I've done a few things that are really just you could find them anywhere in the game, and people could do them really well or they could do them really poorly. Like you have no idea. But yeah, stuff like could not even imagine how to come up with an idea. I have not quite hit that level of creativity yet, and I aspire to be that creative. Mm, But yeah, I sometimes in that, but it's something I feel like it's something we learn. You know, it's for some people it's absolutely natural and they're amazing and they're like, wow, I'm just gonna do this thing and they pull it off and it's amazing. And other people can spend years and years and years and years trying to do something a quarter of that in terms of, I guess. But we all move at different speeds and we all move at but we all have different abilities. So, you know, I'm not too sad that I didn't come up with an idea as cool as that, because I know I haven't been building as long as Deli, and I know I haven't got the same level of skills or the same eye for architecture and design. So I don't know, I still feel like a little bit of a baby in terms of building, and I kind of enjoy that. I don't know, there's something fun about being bad and being able to become better, because if you're the best, there's so much pressure on you, and you know, like you've always got to perform really well, and you've got to come up with these new creative ideas, and you know, you'll get to a point where you probably felt like you've done everything, whereas when little baby like me, um, you've done nothing. You've done nothing at all. I mean, not to say that I've done nothing. I haven't done everything. I haven't reached my limits and the edges of my abilities yet. And I haven't been able to push those I mean, I'm trying to push those boundaries, but you know, I haven't reached the limit. I'm pretty sure last year I was saying that my landscaping was absolutely horrendous and I hated it. And I thought I did good, and then looking back, I was like, actually, that looks pretty bad. This one, I'm not too mad at. So, like, you know, so I can sometimes get it. And the fact that I can sometimes get it is a lot better than never getting it, because I used to be really bad at it and never get it. I sometimes wouldn't even do landscape. I just forgot that it was a thing. Um, so, you know, I feel like I'm doing better. I'm working towards things and building up and whatnot. Mm, But yeah, it's but what's the quote everyone always uses? It's a sprint, not a marathon. No, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Wow, I got that backwards. Um, yeah, I don't know. If you are someone who is looking for tips and tricks, like I am always, I would definitely check out GR4 underscore Sims underscore life. Wait, no, GR Sims for. Oh my goodness, what a. Give me one second. Open GR underscore Sims for life with the number 4. I'm holding up 4 fingers just like as if you could see it. Because currently she is doing a series over on Twitch. It's Tutorial Tuesdays. If you're in America, that's a Tuesday for you. If you're not, if you're in my time zone or closer to my time zone, it's probably a Wednesday. But definitely watch the VODs back. She has some really, really good tips. Currently she's doing roofing, but I think landscaping is what she's gonna do next, and I'm very excited. I definitely need to. I complain almost every video about it, so yeah, definitely need help with that. So it's just started raining, which is not fantastic. Out later. I don't know if I have an umbrella. I'm gonna have to steal one. That's okay. What was I saying? Yeah. So yeah, if you want to see tips and tricks, definitely check out. 10 out of 10, definitely recommend. He has helped me a lot with roofing in the past. So yeah, any good roofing you see is more than likely GR or advice. And if you see any weird roofing, that's me trying to explore myself and not what I'm doing, which is 90% of the time. I have no idea what I'm doing. But the reason why I love the landscaping in this world so much is because it has that big patch where it's already pre-landscaped. If you want to add a bit more, you can just grab the little bits and pieces and just spread it out a bit bigger. So I think I'm gonna have to learn how to make a nice little patch, like, and then figure out how to change it from that particular style to a different. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this rambling and you've enjoyed this video and this build, definitely make sure to subscribe. I'm coming out with a video almost every single day this year. Really, really hope you. Yeah, but until then, I will see you guys in the next one, which I hope I can record. Until then, bye guys.